Tonight on What's on the Bench, I look at a guitar, I look at a guitar, and I look at one more guitar. This is June, and talk me through what's on your bench, dude.
Yep, this is my neck, and I finished making the fretboard, and
Shiny frets.
did some, it's 24 fret.
Very nice.
There's some tiny mistakes, but I think it still looks fine. I did sanding and polishing, hard to drill perfectly.
The side dots, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is like the second guitar you've ever built, right?
Yeah,
So-
but I always fail to.
And you've done a little bit more on the body. So you've done the F holes.
Little body.
And then there's well, you're going to do the neck pocket first and then carving?
Yeah, I want to carve both side,
Yeah.
and I want to try to make it thinner. So
Thinner still?
yes,
Wow.
and I want to try some interesting challenges.
Yeah, why not?
So I don't want to make any cavities, so I want to use these pocket parts and just make some holes to
Yeah.
try to
Oh, and
put
get
inside. Yeah.
Try and put them in and then under.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun time.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It looks like a face, but
Does look like a face. Are you going to fill the holes or are you going to leave them
I want to
natural?
leave. I will leave it.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome
I
stuff.
love this shape, so I want to leave it.
Yeah, it looks almost like an emu or an ostrich, like two
Yeah.
eyes and then a long beak.
Yeah.
Get lots of faces in wood. It's very, very cool. Right, so what's the next step? What's your plans?
I'm gonna draw some lines to cut some pieces to
Carve the neck.
to carve the neck.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. I will let you get on with it. Cool. Cheers.
Thank you.
This is Paul.
Hello.
Talk me through your SG on your bench.
Yeah, all right. I can't remember how much I'd done last time we spoke about it,
I
but
think you've done the Tenon, maybe?
maybe, yeah, or at least I'd got it most of the way there. It is
Yeah.
pretty much there. There's a couple of ever so slight gaps which we're sort of hoping will just sort of disappear
With
a
some
little
glue.
bit with when this gets sanded down and
Yeah,
with some
yeah.
glue and stuff. But
Yeah.
I have as you can see, I've started carving the body. It's a bit rough at the moment because I kind of got the angle grinder out and went a bit wild with it, and then sort of was like, yeah, maybe I'm just gonna stop for a bit and do something else. I'm gonna then take it off the back as well.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be super light.
Yeah.
But what I have been working on is mostly this week is the neck, which, as you can see, is now looking a lot more like an actual neck.
Sure is.
It has, I'm quite pleased with the way this little Volute's come out. So hopefully we don't get a headstock snapping off. Someone call Gibson, exactly. Yeah.
Traditional.
I'm going to take this little bit of the heel off to get it flush with the body, and then start trying to get these two shoulders of the body to go
Just to blend
flush,
together
to
and
blend
things.
together with the neck, and then we can think about starting to carve these bits out as well. And apart from some sanding and a bit of putting things together, it'll be done. So
it'll be, put a pickup in.
yeah,
and
it's
then
got.
wire it up.
Yeah, this is it. It's ready to go. I've got the bridge. I've got the pickup. I haven't made the wiring loop.
Was it
but-
volume, tone, and then a jack? And that's it.
Yeah, volume, tone, and jack.
Cool.
Just really simple. And I think we might do is make a custom scratch plate of some kind that just sort of
Yeah.
hides this, because obviously there's going to be a little bit of a gap here.
Yeah.
That is sort of unavoidable.
I mean, that's what Gibson do with the one pickup SG.
Right, yeah, they put a scratch plate on it that kind of comes down like this and sort of sweeps around the bottom edge of the pickup and stuff. So
Yeah. Do a similar thing.
We'll do something
Are
similar.
you going to make that out of plastic, wood, or?
I haven't decided yet. I'm going to sort of see what everything looks like and then make a decision right at the end.
Are you going to stain this?
I am possibly going to do it just a gentle sort of ambery colour. I'm not going to do anything too crazy with it, I think. I did consider maybe doing something more extreme and bright, but I think it kind of looks quite nice and flamey and just a bit of... Yeah, and just leave the mahogany so that it kind of comes through and just provides a bit of colour contrast and stuff. It's got a Babinga fretboard on it, which you can't really see under here. I guess we could probably
buff the frets.
As I have done the frets and stuff, and that, when it's oiled and stuff, should be quite red.
Yes.
So that will look, hopefully, quite nice. There we go. We can retake
with the mother of pearl in the brass.
Mother of pearl inside brass inlays that go up to the 12 on this side and then up to the 24th fret on this side. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to peel all of the tape. Yeah, that's all right.
Don't do that
because I'll have to redo it and I can't be bothered.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of other materials you could make the scratch plate out of, like if you fancied messing around with metal or not.
I mean,
whether that would even suit the build.
I'm not sure it would. I think because it's quite a natural woody. So I mean, maybe a wooden scratch plate would actually be cool.
Oh, you could do Babinga and bind it in black so it flows from the fretboard. This is just me adding more work to you.
That's quite a nice idea, though. Yeah, maybe. The tri-laminate black and white plastic is also quite nice and kind of would probably suit it.
Yeah.
Provide a nice contrast and would match with the binding.
Exactly, and the pickup.
And the pickup, exactly. Yeah. And I'll put probably black and silver knobs on it, or maybe black if I can find something that's like black and brass or something that I don't know, maybe I don't know, black with a little brass ring with mother of pearl.
Yeah, there you go.
So it matches,
matches the inlays. That's what it's all about. It's about tying all the little features.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Maybe I'm hoping maybe by the end of next week it will be most of the way there. So
awesome.
We will see.
Yeah. Cool. Well, tune in next time to see what it looks like. Louder. Effort. Hello everyone, this is Reese. What's on your bench, Reese?
It's a
Keep hammering.
Thinline Tele, Mahogany and Walnut. It has a Tunematic bridge, 2 Filtertron pickups, obviously an angled neck pocket. Trying to make kind of a hybrid between the SG and the Telecaster. Probably sacrilege, isn't it? But it's you know.
This is the beauty of building your own guitar. You can do what you want.
Yeah. 6-day course, day 5 of it. Managed to hand carve out this F-hole, which I was quite proud of. Little bits.
Walnut looks really good.
Yeah. I really like the flame that's come out in it. It wasn't too evident when it was raw wood, but
that's it. As soon as you put finish on it, it's like nice. And you're just hammering some studs in.
Hammering some ferrule studs in, and trying not to go straight through the thin line. So,
very cool. Where's the neck?
The neck is over here. So it's a mahogany neck, rosewood fretboard, mother of pearl inlays.
Cool.
Yeah, lovely.
Very nice. First build?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I haven't made that many mistakes, so I'm quite happy.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Gonna build another one after this?
I probably got the bug.
You got the bug.
Yeah,
caught it.
Got the
there
bug.
You go. It is addictive. It is addictive.
Yeah.
All right. We'll. I'll let you carry on hammering your studs, not the guitar.
Not the guitar.
Cool.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and just a quick one to say that we have a sale on wood that is on until Sunday. So if you're in the market for some lovely pieces, go and grab them now. Look at this.
He appears.
You will never see him.
You can only stay like that for so long.
Ricky is DLC. You have to pay to see him. I can't speak. Thanks. Mr. Charisma.